In this video edit, I video shot myself outside, but also inside my apartment at the same time. It was basically two scenes combined together, which I will show you how to do. Notice that I did not use a green screen at all to make this video. As I'm learning, you don't always need a green screen. You can use a technique called rotoscoping in After Effects that allows you to combine two different scenes together. This is a blank shot of my apartment that I used in my video. My name is Mandy Rosen. I create tutorials on photography and video shop. The first step is to go to File, New Sequence in Premiere Pro, going to change the frame size to 1080 by 1350, which is the Instagram post dimension size. Then I'm going to drag all the video clips from Lightroom into Premiere Pro, and I'm just going to drop them onto the timeline. Keep existing settings. The first thing I'm going to do is rotate all the clips by 90 degrees, position them in place, then copy and paste all of that settings to all of the clips. This is a video clip of the ducks walking by, which I'm going to incorporate into the video by choosing a circular mask under opacity. And now I have a mask around the ducks, which I can combine into the clip of me sitting on the ground. I'm going to use cross-dissolve transitions at the beginning and end of the layers of the ducks, so that they blend in as they fade away. And I'm going to keyframe the mask with the duck as it's walking. To do this, toggle the keyframe animation of the mask path and move the mask path with the duck as it moves. The next step is to export this video footage that we just edited. I'm going to title it Clip of Me Sitting, and I'm going to use a high resolution preset that's already saved in Premiere Pro to export the video. Then I'm going to hit export. Now it's exporting. The next step is to create a freeze frame of my apartment by going to Clip, Video Options, Insert Frame, Hold Segment. And I'm going to click that, and now I have a freeze frame that I can make as long as I want. And I'm going to export that freeze frame. I'm going to title it Apartment, and I'm going to export it to the desktop. And then I'm going to drag in both of these clips that I just exported into a new composition in After Effects. Next, I'm going to drag the video clip into the icon that has the red, green, and blue colors, which just matches the settings of your video. And then I'm going to pre-compose both layers by hitting Control on my Mac keyboard and then selecting pre-compose. And now both layers are fresh, ready to go. Next, I'm going to draw a mask with the pen tool around the areas I would like to mask out of the clip of me sitting, and then I'm going to my masks, and I'm going to invert that mask so that it appears the way that I want it to appear. I'm going to bring the opacity of the layer back to normal, and you can see that I'm masked into the scene, but you have all this extra footage above my head. So we're gonna fix that with rotoscoping. But before I do that, I'm going to adjust the mask a little bit just to perfect it and mask the edges around my bed. After that, I'm going to select the Roto Brush tool at the top, and I'm going to begin rotoscoping. Double click the layer to access the Roto Brush. Now you can begin with your selection. The Roto Brush works just like the quick selection tool in Photoshop. You have to hover your mouse over the areas you would like selected, and then these magenta lines will appear showing your selection. I noticed that I didn't include the tree initially, so I went back to select the tree and make sure that that was included in the shot. And if you want to erase part of your selection, you hit Option on your Mac keyboard and just hover your mouse over the areas you don't want in the rotoscope. And I'm also adjusting the Roto Brush mat a little bit so it's feathered and it looks nice and smooth. And you can see as I'm starting to move my head up, that's where my head starts to juxtapose with the lines of the rotoscope. But luckily my hair is kind of dark brown and it's a nice contrast with the light background. So the rotoscope is able to pick up that movement as I'm moving my head and just flow with it and move along with it, which is really cool. Of course, there's little adjustments you have to make. You really have to go frame by frame and analyze each frame in the rotoscope and make sure that the selection is the way you want it to appear. Otherwise, it'll come out totally messed up. I'm going to select the Refine Edge tool from the Roto Brush tool, and I'm going to refine my hairline a little bit so that my hair doesn't look super sharp, the edges. We want the edges to appear smooth and have some strands of hair sticking out, so that's where the Refine brush comes in handy. Next, I'm going to add an inner shadow to the clip of me sitting in the flowers, and you can see that that's a before and after of the inner shadow. You can see that makes a huge difference. It creates a shadow under my bed. It kind of creates a vignette. And then next I'm going to the render queue where I'm going to export what I've just edited so far in After Effects. And you can see it's exporting. Now I'm bringing it back into Premiere Pro where I'm going to bring on a RGB curves layer to adjust the colors, make them cool. I might darken the video a little bit and add a little bit more red tones, pink red tones, a little bit of yellow, and you can see that all in the curves adjustments. Just makes a cool artsy feel to your edits. And then I'm going to bring on a curves mask, and I'm going to feather that mask by like 100 pixels, and then I'm going to brighten that mask and then bring the blue bar down so that it's more yellow, and then bring the red bar to the left so that there's more red highlights in the light bulb behind me. Next, I'm going to bring on another RGB curves mask, and this time I'm just going to darken the top left area of the video. I also have downloaded free fake camera motion presets, which I used here. Makes it look like there's motion in the video, like the camera's moving. Thankfully, I happened to find this really cool patch of flowers. It was like the only patch in this whole park, and I'm pretty sure I sat in duck poop, but it's okay. I showered and changed my clothes and all that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of cool videos coming out soon. Thank you guys for watching my video. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. It would help me out a lot. I hope you guys are having a very productive weekend, and don't forget to always stay cool.